We're Mighty Morphin Power Nerds.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ben,
I'm Lucky.
and we're the Mighty Morphin Power Nerds. In today's episode, we're covering the entirety of well, not the entirety of the episodes we watched, but we're covering Zeo. And all right off the bat, I honestly would say this is worse and less entertaining than Alien Rangers. At least Alien Rangers had some entertaining factors. This was just boring and uninspired. What do you think, Lucky?
Zeo's better than Alien Rangers, in
Nah.
my opinion.
I
I
can't.
completely despise Alien Rangers with my
but you despise it not because of the story. You just don't like the way the characters talk.
It, to quote Rita, it gives me a headache.
Yeah, everything else though is better. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everything else is just better. But anyway, I guess that we should just start just discussing the episodes for now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that starts us off with episode 1 and 2, A Zeo Beginning. The teens can hardly believe what they've seen. The command center, their sanctuary from the devious Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed, lies in ruins before them. The fate of their friends, Alpha 5, and their mentor, Zordon, uncertain. It looks like this is indeed the end of the Power Rangers. But the end is always a new beginning. Meanwhile, Zed and Rita's celebration comes to a screeching halt when the Machine Empire arrives. Intent on conquering Earth, fleeing for their lives, Zed and Rita are forced to move in with Master Vile in the M51 galaxy, as Master Vile labels the Machine Empire to be worse than him. Zordon tells the Rangers that they no longer need to fear Zed and Rita. Even they have fled before the terrifying power of the Rangers' new foe. The Machine Empire has arrived and is intent on making the Earth their next conquest. Meanwhile, Rita, Revolto, and Goldar have lost their memories and are running loose on the streets of Angel Grove. God dang it. Angel Grove. They soon find Bulk and Skull, and in exchange for shelter, Rita and Goldar agree to become their butlers. You read the next one.
I would honestly change the word butlers to freaking servants, because just
either one works.
Well, maids. They're mainly maids.
That's what butlers are. Butlers and maids are basically the same thing. Anyway, all right. I feel like the summary covered everything. Actually, no, it did not. It covered very little, actually. And that's for both episodes. I guess we'll have to talk about it ourselves. So, they find the Zeo crystal within the rubble because somehow Goldar and Rito dropped it, which if you watch the actual episode, no, they didn't. They had it while they teleported out. And honestly, I do not like the Zeo suits whatsoever. I think they're one of the worst looking suits in all of Power Rangers. And 2, the command center is completely destroyed and then rebuilt through the power of the Zeo crystal, which can only power 5 Rangers for some reason. And it only has the colors of blue, yellow, red, pink, and green for some reason. Even though the colors that were in that crystal were yellow, red, pink, black, and white. Did I say white twice? No, I didn't say white twice, did I?
No.
Okay, good.
You went yellow, red, pink, black, white.
Yeah. So it makes no sense for those colors to be within the Zeo crystal. We know why the colors are there. It's because the Super Sentai season didn't involve this, and it was just them trying to cover up. Whatever. I can get past it. It's a plot hole, but I can get past it. What I can get past is how boring and uninspired the Machine Empire is. I hate them. I think they're really boring.
Something I thought of that I think was a bit funny. We didn't write down our notes. King Mondo was scared of the Machine Empire, and like Rita was scared of King Mondo, so it's like that puts it into perspective, like how people feel about the Machine Empire.
You said King Mondo. You meant Master Vile.
Master Vile, sorry. Whoops. Oopsies.
King Mondo is the Machine Empire.
Yeah, Master Vile.
Yeah, and King Mondo sucks as a villain. In fact, he basically gets replaced halfway through the season.
Yes.
And that's honestly, the one episode we did watch with that replacement was better than everything else. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's a standard Power Rangers season start. I mean, it's not great. It's not terrible. It's just meh. And now we're skipping to episode 10. We kind of skipped around a lot because most of the season doesn't matter.
Yeah. I am going to request from Ben that you let me read read the descriptions for the episodes I like, because like you know which ones I like.
Yeah.
I just like the storyline in it. This is not one of them, however. You just need a break. So episode 10 is Graduation Blues. Billy finds out that because of all his extracurricular credit, he's graduating from Angel Grove High early. There's just one problem. Billy has no idea what to do with the rest of his life. It seems like that question is answered for him when Sestro of the Alien Rangers crash lands on Earth to seek his help. He wants Billy to come to Aquitar with him to help the Aquitians deal with the hydro-contaminators. Unfortunately for Sestro, one hydro-contaminator has followed him to Earth.
Yeah. Billy graduating because of his extracurricular credit aside, because that's not how that works. Anyway, we'll just go straight past that. Sestro appears. The Alien Rangers in the episodes we watched made a lot of appearances. And honestly, it's kind of stupid because they never morph until the last time they appear.
Yeah.
They never once morph until that appearance. And it's really stupid. But anyway, honestly, this is kind of just a meh episode. I don't even remember anything other than the graduation stuff.
Okay, it did mention it. Billy actually goes to Aquitar because the Rangers were going to try and stop him, but were too late.
Yeah.
And Billy actually stayed on Aquitar until the next episode we watched.
Yeah, it's really funny because of how many episodes we skipped around with, because there's really not a lot of important episodes in Zeo. He just leaves and then comes straight back. It's really funny. But anyway, is that really? I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Graduation Blues? Meh. Next episode 14. Actually, I forgot. We usually say, this is the overall episode 169. I hate it. We should have skipped this episode and just pretended like it never existed. Anyway, in the season, episode 14, Mr. Billy's Wild Ride. At last, Billy is returning from Aquitar, where the Aquatians have found a peaceful solution to their problems with the hydrocontaminators. Unfortunately, King Mondo is out to make Billy's life much less peaceful by throwing his spaceship way off course and making use of his machine monster mechanizer. Mechanizer. Any uh is there
I
anything
did write
else?
I did write a note for this, which was like, why did the Machine Empire want Billy specifically? It's like, of all, he could have gotten any ranger, really.
Well, I mean, Billy's smart though. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
Billy knows tech, and they're machine based.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
Billy makes it home. Woo! What a surprise!
Tommy almost gets knocked off a cliff.
What is he not being like way up? Like, when is my boy not being done justice? Like, or I said that wrong. When does my boy ever get justice served to him? Because he seems to be always like beaten in the worst way possible,
No idea.
or made him look like a wimp.
Look, they have to do that because they know he's too powerful.
Yeah.
So they
Okay.
have to
We were
counter him
talking about
somehow.
this. If they could just summon the Dragon Zord, they would win. The Dragon Zord is stronger than the original Megazord by itself. And then imagine if Billy reprogrammed it to be able to combine with the Zeo Megazord. Oh, they would win every fight.
Yeah, so that's the thing I'm pretty sure we both agreed on, is the Dragon Zord is more powerful than any Zord that ever comes into the season any later.
At least by itself. The
Yeah.
Megazord, every Megazord after that, yeah, I guess could really argue the Thunder Megazord is better. But those Zords individually could not hold up to the Dragon Zord.
Yeah.
There's one Zord I will argue could by itself, and it's Tommy's other Zord.
Yeah,
The
it's
Tiger
always
Zord?
Tommy.
It's Tommy! Or the Eagle
Tommy
Zord, or
every
the
time.
Falcon Zord. Why did I say Eagle?
Falcon Zord. Um, there is an Eagle Zord that doesn't come till later, but yeah.
And it's not Tommy's.
Yes, not Tommy's. It is another Rangers that starts with the letter T.
I mean, that's a really common, though.
Yeah, it's freaking Taylor from Waffles.
Anyway, yeah, to be honest, I think I'm just gonna go through the David saga real fast because this saga is really boring.
Excuse me. No, you're not.
Okay, you can read all the summaries, but we're breezing through it because it's really boring.
I like the David storyline.
I know you do, and I think it's really boring.
I will also say there was a three-parter we skipped, which was There's No Business Like Snow Business. We did not want to watch it. I'm watching every episode on my own outside of the podcast, and I can barely get
I
through.
know why you want to bring it up. Yeah. Um. So, in there's no business like snow business because we'll just talk about it very briefly. That's the episode where Kimberly basically just met some dude in Florida and is breaking up with Tommy.
Dear John letter.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the first sentence, sort of, in that episode description, and it just says Tommy is depressed when he receives a Dear John letter from Kimberly. like saying that she met someone in Florida and is breaking up with him.
Yeah.
Which the comics make that even sadder, I will say.
Yeah, the comics make everything sadder.
The comics make that even worse because the comics say that Kimberly made up the meeting another guy, and it was just because she could feel her and Tommy drifting apart. And I think if she just said that, he would have tried to fight for it or something.
Here's my problem. The Rangers can teleport.
Yeah, true.
So why can't Tommy just teleport to Florida every once in a while? Zordon would be like, "Oh, you're gonna go visit another Ranger? Sounds good. Come back soon. If we need you, we'll call."
But then again, Tommy has a habit of not having his communicator on him.
That is true. Why didn't Kimberly teleport? Did she completely get rid of her communicator?
Yeah, she gave it to Catherine.
Okay, that's stupid. They should have just made a new one. They're not that complicated. Billy made them in like by the second episode.
Oh yeah, which also we're going off topic here.
We are. We're kind of rambling, but this is stuff that bugs us.
Yeah, Jason gets a whole new communicator.
See?
He gets a gold one.
See? Couldn't Tommy just make an extra one for Kimberly in case they need her?
I don't know.
Whatever. This isn't Mighty Morphin season 3. This is Zeo season only season. God.
Oh my god. We love rambling.
We do love rambling. Anyway.
Episode 18, In the Spirit.
Don't forget
Tommy
the overall episode.
Oh, stop. 173 overall. There you go. Tommy finds himself having a recurring dream
Spirit,
about True of Her. I said In the Spirit.
I know. Go ahead.
I don't interrupt your monologues.
Because I say it right. Go ahead. Do it.
Tommy finds himself having a recurring dream about True of Heart, the man who guided him on his quest for his piece of the Zeo crystal. Dude, just shut up for 2 seconds. When Tommy meets Sam Trueheart, a Native American artist who looks just like the old mystic, he's even more confused. There's no time to ponder this mystery, however, because a more pressing mystery needs to be solved. Who or what is sucking all the energy out of Angel Grove? And where is all that energy going? The culprit is King Mondo's machine monster main drain. I'm glad you shut up for me to finish that.
Sorry, I didn't realize it. His name was literally True of Heart.
It's not.
No, yes, it is. Tommy finds himself having a reoccurring dream about True of Heart, the man who guided him on his quest for his piece of the Zeo crystal. That is his name.
Oh yeah, the mystic.
Yes,
Yeah.
the mystic. It's True of Heart, and I think that's stupid. Whatever. This is whatever. I hate Zeo. Whatever. Honestly, I think the summary says it all.
Yeah. I'll just go to the next one. I'll just read through all the summaries for this. I'm not saying the freaking episode overall. Go away.
You are. That's how we do it. That is the format. Fine, I'll read the episode titles, you read the summary. Episode 174 overall, episode 19, challenges.
Tommy sees a young man in the desert who could be his double. But before Tommy can find out who the young man is, Sam Trueheart appears and tells Tommy that another quest lies before him, and only the end of that quest can reveal the identity of the young man. Meanwhile, Ernie's new boxing ring sparks an interest with Prince Sprocket. Not being the athletic type, Sprocket creates his own great metallic hope, Punch a Bunch. Oh, sorry, that made me laugh to read. Punch a Punch goes toe to toe with Adam, capturing the budding boxer and forcing Tommy to face the monster in the ring to save his teammate. It all works out as Tommy finds a solution to his spiritual unrest when he meets a man who claims to be his brother. Oh.
Man, the next summary
Also,
is real easy.
yeah, Sam Trueheart was the Mystic.
Implied. I don't think they outright say it. They imply it
They
heavily.
do. No, they do. They outright say his name is Sam Trueheart.
No,
He
well,
introduces
yes, he knows. Yes, the guy is named as Sam Trueheart, but it's not ever stated outright that he's the Mystic. They never outright say it.
Oh, I don't know. Episode 20, Found and Lost.
175 overall, episode 20 in the season, Found and Lost. Come on, it's not that hard. Just say the episode.
Oh no,
Read the summary.
it's cracking me up just to like watch you like struggle with me not doing it right.
Know it is. Read the summary.
The identity of the young man in Tommy's quest is revealed, and Tommy can scarcely believe it. Meanwhile, Mondo has his plans for the mysterious stranger. Plans that will be carried out by his latest creation, Maceface.
Okay, I'll just say what the plan is. They're gonna the mysterious stranger is Tommy's brother. He has the other half of the arrowhead. Combining both halves of the arrowhead will give power to control any monster. So King Mondo is gonna make Tommy give up the arrowhead in exchange for his brother. That's it, right?
Which then goes to the next episode.
Yep.
176 overall, 21 in the season. Brother, can you spare an arrowhead? Tommy must find a way to rescue his brother from a cave of evil spirits while the other Rangers battle Maceface. Once Maceface is destroyed, the Rangers must help in defeating the evil spirit. I don't even know how to say that.
What spirit?
Or Touchdown? I don't know how you would say
I don't
that.
know. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Yeah, they beat the monster. Tommy gets his brother back. They resplit the arrowhead because of its power. Tommy's identity is revealed to his brother, and David's never mentioned again.
Yep.
So that's part of what makes me dislike it so much. It's a waste of time because it doesn't matter. In the long run, it doesn't matter. Like Tommy never mentions his brother ever again, you know. Whatever. I guess that brings us to the next episodes.
Which you're gonna read the next 3.
No, I was gonna read some of these. I just wanted to get through them. My bad. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you're gonna read the next 3, and then I'm gonna read the 2 after, and then you're gonna read the rest. That's what I'm saying
Yeah.
to you.
Okay, this is really
this
is really funny because this is kind of the same situation that happened with Billy leaving. But we'll talk about that after I read the first one. Episode 182 overall, episode 27 in the season, The Power of Gold. King Mondo's plan to conquer the Rangers with Wolfbane is interrupted by the appearance of the mysterious stranger, who also seems to wield the power of the Zeo Crystal. Why on God's earth is his power gold? I'm sorry. I can get over the other colors. Gold?
Also, the thing I did not write in the notes that I remember us talking about while we were watching stuff is in I think it's Alien Rangers, they say about acquiring the full power of the Zeo Crystal.
Yes, that drives me nuts too. In fact, they say at the beginning of this very season, this is the full power of the Zeo Crystal. No, it's not.
There was another Zeo Crystal out in space.
So that's not the full power of the Zeo Crystal, which means when it splintered, it was a second splinter. After what already happened. Why? I hate the Gold Ranger. I hate his existence. One, he's not any color that should be in the Zeo Crystal, because the Zeo Crystal is supposed to be a reflection of back when they were Mighty Morphin Rangers. They do not explain why or what planet, why it splintered off in the first place, why there was a Zeo Crystal in space. Duh! And not to mention, this guy appears in the from the episodes we watched. This guy appears and then just appears later on and is revealed. His identity is revealed, and he no longer is in the Gold Ranger until the finale. Sorry, I hate the Gold Ranger saga.
No, so what I find a bit funny about you talking about he's not a color that he's a color that shouldn't be there is that he's the Gold Ranger technically, but his suit is mostly black.
Two, at least when Samurai did the Gold Ranger, and you know how much I hate Samurai, they at least made most of his costume gold. If you, honestly, you could just change his name to the Black Ranger, and I would be so much less infuriated. I could just say, oh, they just gave him gold accents because it looked cool. Whatever. No, he's the Gold Ranger! And we never see his piece of the Zeo Crystal.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's implied it's within his staff, but why isn't it just remerged with the whole, whatever? They also try to give that's actually not this episode. Never mind. Oh, there's also a supposed to be a plot line where Billy is implied to be the Gold Ranger.
Yeah.
Because he stops wearing his typical blue shirt and starts wearing a black one, which further infuriates the fact that he's the Gold Ranger. Whatever. This is the angriest I got. I was just upset with god dang Alien Rangers. I'm actually mad at god dang Zeo. And yes, we know why everything is the way it is. It's because Super Sentai already existed and they're just using footage with the costumes. We know. But it doesn't change the fact that it is infuriating and makes no sense. Anyway, that brings us to...
I'm just going to mention, this is the episode where you will hear Ben scream the most and you will hear me laugh the most because he's screaming.
I hate this season. Honestly, this is my number 3 most hated season right now out of the ones I've watched.
Oh, what's 1 and 2 again?
Number 1's Megaforce, number 2 is Samurai.
Yeah.
Well, Samurai is mixed. Samurai and Super Samurai are the same season, part 1 and 2. Anyway, Revelations of Gold. Oh, yeah, he's already getting shoved to the side for goddamn Tommy. Or not Tommy, goddamn Jason. Ah, that's how angry I am. I'm getting their names wrong again. Episode 188 overall, episode 33 in the season, Revelations of Gold. It should be black. The Voroks attack the Gold Ranger, and he must seek refuge on Earth, asking the Rangers for help. They skip him going to oh, never mind. It's right up next. This fails, and he ends up crash landing on Aquitar, where the Vortex assumes him we terminated, and as the Gold Ranger is revealed to be Trey of Triforia. Don't even get me started on that. Meanwhile, Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa secretly return to the moon to reclaim their evil empire while tracking down Goldar and Rito. So, is this not the episode that Golden Homecoming? Never mind. It's the next episode that the transfer happens.
The whole point of Golden Homecoming happening is because of something that happened in Revelations of Gold.
You're right. Billy can't.
Golden Homecoming started.
Yeah.
That.
So
Billy can't receive the Gold Ranger powers of the Zeo Crystal because when the
implosion happened, he absorbed
negative energy or something.
Which makes no sense because he was with the other Rangers. Wasn't he with the other Rangers?
Yes.
And then he just gets his morphin powers back later on. So, not in this season, but like in general, he becomes a Ranger again. So, and he's one of the most common reoccurring Mighty Morphin Rangers. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm done. Wait, I just read that one. Episode 189 overall, episode 34 in the season, A Golden Homecoming. Yay! The Machine Empire tries to stop Tommy from bringing a new recipient for the gold powers to the power chamber. This recipient turns out to be Jason. Woohoo! The Rangers must use the Super Zeo swords to battle a rebuilt Silo, Mechanizer, Drill Master, and Horsehead, who are now equipped with Neoplutonium armor. Meanwhile, in Rito and Goldar's dreams, Zed and Rita are berating them and tell them to have a big plan. They have big plans that require their help. After remembering who they are, Rito and Goldar leave Bulk Skull.
Sorry, I just cracked up at the fact of you saying Horsehead. It does not say.
Don't care.
It says Horsehead.
Whatever. I don't care. Horsehead. I don't care. You know what? Zeo doesn't make any sense. Don't care about it. Yeah, Jason. Jason's the Gold Ranger, which did he come back? Who knows? To be honest, I don't even know why they had to replace the Gold Ranger. Was this something was there a reason that this happened in Super Sentai? Who freaking knows? I don't care. Whatever. Now he's the Golden Ranger. Mondo's last stand happens, and I think this is the one where Mondo basically dies. Not dies, but has to go in for repairs, and that's where what's his face? Gasket
comes in.
Yeah.
Now it's my read because I like these episodes.
What's next?
Episode 196 overall, 41 in the season. Where in the world is Zeo Ranger 5? Yay!
They should have just made this a 3-parter. Wait, honestly, why isn't this just a 3-parter?
I don't know.
Whatever, go ahead.
The teens are stunned when Tommy mysteriously disappears. When their search for the missing ranger proves fruitless, they must battle the noxious Cruel Chrome without him. Meanwhile, Gasket plans to use Tommy against the other rangers. On the moon, Goldar and Rito must fix the engine of the mobile base, but Rito unwittingly sends it for a ride with Zed and Rita inside.
Red inside?
Stop. Also, Bulk and Skull are tasked with watching Stone's wave jumper.
Is this like
which is a
okay, Rito? You're gonna call. What's next? You're gonna start calling Zed Ted?
I read ahead. I
Yeah,
read
I know.
ahead, and my
I know what
brain
happened.
didn't catch. My brain.
Anyway, I think by the end of the episode, Stone's wave jumper is returned.
Um.
Or it was destroyed and then rebuilt and returned.
Yep. Which the wave jumper is a jet ski.
I'm sure that our
Basically.
viewers can figure that out.
Yeah, that's basically all it is.
Yeah,
Like, don't call it a
honestly,
jet ski, it's a wave jumper.
yeah, honestly, other than the fact that Tommy disappears, not an important episode. But the next two episodes are. Go ahead, Lucky.
Episode 42 and 43 in the
Don't forget the other
season.
part.
197
Episodes.
and
Yes.
198 overall.
My.
King King for a Day, parts 1 and 2. The Rangers are alarmed when Bulk and Skull recount their run-in with Zeo Ranger 5, especially since they have yet to find him. Tommy has been brainwashed into thinking he's the king of the Machine Empire, and that the Rangers are evil. Jason and Catherine go to where Bulk and Skull claim to have seen him. Jason gets sucked into another dimension where he must face Altor and later Tommy, who is more than willing to destroy him. While watching the fight on the TV, a horrified Goldar and Rito inform Zed and Rita of their findings. Two of the Rangers would then disappear, and no one at the command center had an idea on how to find them. They can only watch in horror as Tommy tries to destroy his best friend. Bulk and Skull get sucked into the Dimension 2 and make an ally of a fellow prisoner named Tritor. That's the best way I can say that.
Yeah.
Who has a plan to help them escape. While amused at first by the fight, Rita and Zed realize the horrifying truth that if something isn't done, the Machine Empire will be victorious. They also recognize if the Machine Empire succeeds and finds out they're back on the moon, they could force Zed and Rita back into exile again. Despite their desire to destroy the Rangers, they aid the Rangers in getting what they need.
All right, here's my problem with this episode. They don't demorph Tommy. That completely destroys the entire plot, if you think about it. Did Tommy never look at his hands? I mean, you could, or
He did.
he did. He also could see the suit on his body by looking down. So why did he get? Did he not see? Hey, why am I wearing the same kind of uniform they are? Man, this is the angriest I think I've gotten at Power Rangers. And the day we get to God dang Samurai is the day I just lose it. Whatever. The summary said it all.
That's the funny thing too, is because I actually like Samurai and Penta.
Yeah, I know you do. Don't care. Still bad.
I go back to Samurai every so often just for some nostalgia.
See, if I want nostalgia from Power Rangers, I watch Mighty Morphin. The
Well,
specifically Green with Evil and the White Light. Because
Samurai is the first season I watched. That's so it's my nostalgia.
okay, I'm not that old, but Mighty Morphin's the first thing of Power Rangers I watched. Like actually watched. I saw snippets of Mystic Force, but I didn't actually watch Mystic Force until much later, and I barely remember anything about that show. Anyway, we'll get there. That's not
I
for a
remember
good long while.
I remembered coming home from school and popping on the TV almost immediately and watching Samurai.
Old
Like,
lady.
guys. What?
Old person.
What do you mean?
I'm calling you old.
how old was I when freaking Samurai came out? It's 2011 when
Oh my
Samurai came out.
god.
It was
Guys,
2000.
that was over 10 years ago, right? Almost
Yeah,
a decade ago.
it was what, like 2011 when Samurai
God,
came out.
you're not even that old. I'm just giving you crap.
Yeah, no crap, dude.
Anyway, that brings us to not a three-parter, but kind of a three-parter if you think about it. There's an episode in between them, but it's basically wrapping everything up. I'll read these three, the last three. Episode 202
I
and 203, episode
I
47 and
don't
48.
I don't know if you want to read the last one.
No, I'll do it. Just
Okay.
sticking with a theme that I always read the long ones. Rangers at Two Worlds, which we'll talk about why this happened. Billy's regenerator has a disturbing side effect and turns him into an old man. Rita tries to change Catherine into a monster, but gets her purse instead. Impersonator proves to be the strongest monster, and the Ranger faces the Ranger's face until King Mondo, fully rebuilt, sends her away. Enraging Rita as a result of sabotage from Mondo's greatest monster, Cog Changer, Billy becomes trapped in the Zeo Megazord while still aging, and Mondo and Rita take control to even the score. The alien rangers travel to Earth and help defeat the monsters. Meanwhile, Bulk and Skull take their test for their detectors. During the monster attack, they believe it to be part of the test to see if they can concentrate under fire, even as the office falls apart around them. Yeah, that's it. They beat the monster. And do they solve Billy's aging? Yeah, they solve Billy. Or no, Billy goes to Aquitar again!
Yeah, and this time he decides to stay there
Yeah, and then
because he got like his fifth love interest.
yeah, seventh, sixth, fifth. God, how add it to the Billy love interest counter. We made that as a joke, by the way. We did not remember this one. Well, I didn't, at the very least.
You didn't remember Cespria?
No,
I did.
I barely remember, and I'm pretty sure he gets another one at some point.
Another love interest?
He might not. Who knows? We'll find out.
I don't think so.
Oh, well,
Because I don't think
whatever.
he shows up after Zero until way later.
Shows up a little sooner than that.
I'd have to double check. But yeah, I don't think he does.
No, my water is running out of flavoring.
Yeah, you need that drink for that last text.
Oh, yeah, I do. All right.
It's so long.
Oh, all right.
It's
Just like
like
the connection
paragraphs.
terminated monologue.
It's legit like 2 paragraphs. So
Oh, I
have
know.
fun with that.
Season finale, 205 overall, episode 50 in the season. Good as gold. My voice won't be after this, and I still have to stream after this. Jason, after fighting King Mondo, allies finds out his horror that he's losing his powers as long as his strength. Persuaded by Rita, Lord Zed, and the Machine Empire, who are greedy for his powers, he finds himself hopeless. But when Zed and Rita get into a fight with Mondo, he makes a narrow escape and teleports to Angel Grove and collapses at the juice bar. The Rangers take Jason to the command center, and Zordon tells them that Jason will lose his powers and life if the Gold Rangers are not transferred back to Trey, which can only happen when the Earth, Aquitar, and Triforia are aligned. Alpha 5 and the Rangers, Alpha 5 gives the Rangers a map, which they find the place for, and the power transfer. King Mondo furiously orders the Cogs to prevent it. As the Rangers get to the location for the transfer, they are attacked by the Cogs. They fight them, and the ship into action as Rocky comes just in time as the Gold Rangers powers transfer back to Trey. Trey helps, but when King Mondo arrives supersized with his allies, the Rangers are forced to grow giant. Oh, so I wasn't crazy. The
Yeah,
Rangers
no,
are forced
they
to grow
don't.
giant size too by Trey's magical powers. Oh my god. Meanwhile, Zed and Rita decide to try to trick King Mondo and set him up. They go to the scene, watch the fray from some safe distance, and have plans for both enemies. No matter who wins, in the end, the Rangers win, but King Mondo's allies and he are not destroyed. Instead, they retreat to Zed and Rita's delight on the moon. King Mondo quickly confronts them for not assisting him against the Rangers. Zed and Rita pretend they have given up and offer him a gift to the Machina Empire as a peace offering. They quickly leave in their base. Well, Prince Sprocket opens the present, and there is an explosion. While driving away, Zed proclaims they are back, and King Mondo swears his revenge against him and Rita. In the end, Jason takes his leave alongside his girlfriend, Emily, and Tommy heads out with Catherine by his side. I don't think King Mondo ever appears again, right?
Mondo? I don't think so. I will say
In
that
space, apparently.
in space.
I
It
mean, that
might
makes
just be
sense.
yeah, it might just be at the beginning.
In a minor antagonist in space, yeah, he appears again.
Yeah,
Last appearance,
yeah.
Countdown to Destruction.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
'Cause
mean, he's
that's
also
when
in
the
Turbo. Oh, never mind. King Mondo as a hologram along with the other villains shown by Blue Centurion in Turbo.
yeah, like
Anyway,
with
whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. He can honestly, if he just died there, I would have been happy.
yeah. I think that is the first time they've actually like said like Jason's got a girlfriend now. Aha.
Maybe.
That's Jason's
Also,
like
this is
fifth.
the first season that ends with them not losing their powers.
Yeah.
Well, at least in the way you would think. Like almost every season starts with them with powerless basically against a new threat.
Yeah. I
Like
would
this is
also
like the
say
first
that
happy ending.
after yeah, after the explosion from the present that Sprocket opened, you just see Sprocket's decapitated head
You also
lying
see
on the
King
ground.
Mondo's.
No, his was attached.
No, it wasn't.
I swear it was attached. But
Both of them were decapitated.
yeah. There's an episode we skipped over as well that actually like freaking confirms that Tommy and Catherine become a thing.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know you don't care. I'm honestly just saying that we skipped over an episode where that happened. So yeah,
Okay, so
because
the
it
Machine
then
Empire does come back. And
yeah
it's just they are officially destroyed after that.
yeah I knew they
I
came back.
I hate that they come back. Just let them die.
It's Forever Red.
We'll get there. When is
Did you
Forever
not
Red?
Wild Force.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, that's not going to be for a little while
Yeah, that's season
after In Space.
10, I believe. It's season 10. Yeah, so
Yeah, or yeah.
I think that I think I remember the quoting for it is like the Zeo Rangers destroyed their generals, but some of the Machine Empire remained, and that's what showed up in Forever Red. That was their explanation.
Season or Wild Force, yeah, season 10. It comes after
Yeah.
Time Force. So
Mm-hmm.
so counting like the shows, like not their multi seasons, just their shows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 8th show technically.
Mhm.
10th season because there's Mighty Morphin seasons 1 through 3, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, which honestly you could kind of count this as 3.5. In fact, the wiki does.
Yeah, that's what I counted as. I counted as 3.5.
Okay, so that's 1 show, 2, 3 shows because Zeo and Turbo, In Space and Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, and then Wild Force.
Yeah.
And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 until we get to the one we want to get to, or 6 until we get to the one we really want to watch. And then I check out. Wait, Dino Charge came after Mega Force?
Yeah.
Why did I think it was the other way around?
I did when I first saw it as well, but then I realized, oh no, it came out.
Yeah, I thought it was the other way around. Whatever.
Yeah, because when I saw Megaforce, I'm like, oh, Megaforce is the last because it does the all of them, and then
Yeah.
like, no, Charge came after. I was like, okay, that's weird.
I knew Ninja Steel came after Mega Force.
Yeah.
And personally, Super Ninja Steel is one of my favorite seasons, but I'll see how it holds up. I watched that a long while ago. I've never watched Beast Morphers. I've never watched Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. I watched all of RPM.
I've gone back to Ninja Steel recently as well, and it still holds up.
I mean, the first couple episodes do not, but the rest of the show does.
Yeah. I think I was watching season 2, honestly.
Yeah, no, Super Ninja Steel is one of my favorite. Anyway, we're not there. We have a long while. It'll probably be 2026 by the time we get to that. With the pace we're doing these. And also, I know some of you probably are thinking, didn't you guys say you were going to do Ben 10 next? There was issues with the recording. We're going to rewatch the episodes and redo the recording. And that will be next time. But I'm Ben.
I'm Lucky.
And this has been Mighty Morphin Power Nerds. See ya.